Okay. What is going on, guys? How are y'all doing? It'd be pretty interesting if we actually, kind of like went live just as this thing is kind of bottoming out. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think there might be more downside ahead, like we were talking about potentially last night. Here's the short that did pretty well. This was a trade in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. Was in this trade yesterday, closed it out for a small profit last night before we pumped up, and then re-entered this morning. That did pretty well. Didn't really have to close it out last night for a small profit, but wanted to be a little careful. I was looking at the hourly kind of bull div, and that did play out. That did play out, and then didn't hit my stop loss, but then we kind of rolled over here. Technical target down back at the, it looks like most likely we'll end up back in this pocket around 16 something here. Been charting, trading ETH a little. ETH is fun to trade. I love trading ETH, man. ETH is a, one of my favorites, man. And this is getting so sentimental. But yeah, ultimately, looking at ETH, there's a lot of good opportunities here, and that's ultimately what it looks like. We're gonna get down to potentially these places. And yeah, just wanted to look at, money flow coming on the 5 hours. So nothing looking too promising. Nothing looking too promising on ETH just yet. Also this monthly first day of September, this confirms in 7 hours right here. And Blood Diamond confirms in 7 hours as well on regular Heikin-Ashi candles on Ethereum. We also got our beats. We got our beats on. Hope you guys like those. What is up, Bitcoin slut? Man. C-Buck. Sean Nevins, what's up, man? What's up, Jan? Yeah, it worked out. We did it, Jan. Look, we opened our oops, wrong thing. You guys probably saw we're going to be having hopefully CBZ and KMAC and Lanacore on tomorrow on the live stream. Spoiler alert, but oh well. So yeah, we closed it out because of the bull div and then first take profit here. So yeah, we might, Sean Nevins, we might. However, not looking too bueno. So what the market gave us, it took back. What the market gave us, it gave us a jump up, and now it took that back. It took that back, and it brought us back down. As you can see, it brought us back down. Now, the next take profit here is going to be, are we about to hit it on? Getting very close to it on, 5 LX in the 1 hour. Almost about that. That's 660 I was looking at potentially. So yeah, sometimes the big moves happen quickly. Let me drink my coffee out of a bottle. Man. So we'll keep an eye on that. There could be a golden pocket or something. Let's take a look at Bitcoin a little bit. We're so close to that volume area low right there. I'd be very surprised if we just pop before hitting this. This is going to be the big area that we want to keep, and that could be a pretty good scalp long. Pretty good scalp long potentially. I overall think that the market conditions are very bearish. Overall, things are very bearish, but yeah, there could be a trigger. Could be, as some people have been saying, could be a, scalp long or something. So yeah. So it's Bitcoin. Obviously, Ethereum seems to be continuing to. It's actually not bleeding against Bitcoin at the moment. Interesting. I think it will, eventually come to fruition. This blood diamond to the downside here. We'll see. It's taking its sweet time. Curious about a couple of these guys, like AVAX. Okay. We're in dangerous territory. We're in thin ice for some of these. Potentially to come down lower and lose that $10 area and then test these lows of 2021. Low nines potentially. Low nines. So that's what we got to keep in mind here. Excuse me. See what happens. I mean, 1 minute. Wait for that bounce potentially. Maybe some trades will be opened early, and then we just gotta wait. We gotta wait for that bounce. We gotta wait for that bounce. What's up, Hacker Components Corporation? And guys, by the way, check out the Discord. We are doing fantastic in there. Me, CVZ, Lanacor, and KMAC doing really, really well. So check that out if you guys are interested. I think it's gonna help you guys out a lot, especially if you're interested in learning more about trading. So yeah, a lot of great setups and stuff. Excuse me. Another yellow X on Ethereum. That is printing right here. So yeah, man. Another. Just thinking about it right now. X there, and then. Like Mitch McConnell just losing train of thought. It's actually pretty sad, but yeah. Curious about traditional markets a little bit throughout this. They're down slightly, or are they up slightly maybe? We gotta see what happens. Okay, it's a down. It looks like we were gonna have a red day for traditionals. Take a look here. Yeah, monthly of losses, monthly red. Let's look at the monthly. Well, first red month in a minute since February. First red month for S&P 500. Waiting on that hike in ASHI to turn back, hopefully back red on the on some of these higher time frames. So, yeah. Monthly candle close, yeah. Well, that's where we're gonna probably let's look at the Bitcoin monthly. That'd be interesting if we could pop with a red dot before it closes. We probably won't though. Probably won't. It'll probably be the next month that we close the red dot. And then I think when we close the red dot, when we confirm the red dot, that would be, oh boy, that would be in October. October could be the really sweet spot to start DCing into alts, I think. Yeah, shout out to Burton Stone. Love you, Burton Stone. Not paying Burton Stone to say that, although probably impossible for me to prove that I'm not paying Burton Stone to say that. But you gotta take my hand to God. I'm not telling him, not paying him to say that. Let me take a sip of coffee here, but really appreciate you, Burnstone. Oh, I'm not even showing the trade. What am I doing? I'm gonna show the. Okay. Oh, I didn't set to. Okay, we gotta take more profits. Take another. Just mark it out of this quickly. Yeah. That was our next take profit there, and then we could add to this risk-free if we want to. So yeah. 660. Let's see where we want to take our next profits here. Given that Bitcoin's hitting or almost hitting a major point, so 660 we hit. To spread this out, it would be a little. This could be one of them where you try to add to it and then take more down here. I would say skip our first profit. Let's skip the point of control. Do it like 1643, I'd say, because we already took a lot of profits. 1644. Let's do that. I mean, you got the yellow X's. I mean, there's signs that you're going to have some type of reversal here. This is probably where it's going to get a bit more. I mean, so we gave away all the gains. All this jump up was nothing. Completely nullified now. Any new red dots, new developments, under 20 hour, yes. Okay, that's kind of a trigger wave. Well, I don't know, trigger wave, but you know what I mean. AVAX is on thin. We got to keep an eye on some of these altcoins. Cardano as well. Ooh, 25 cents. 25-cent Cardano, man, that 10-hour. A lot of red X's and such. Thing with this is kind of this, you know, rounding top formation. I think you could go to 20 cents at least here in the coming months, potentially. 25 cents in the grand scheme of things, maybe not the worst place to get into Cardano, but we'll see. I mean, you do have the bull div there, the 3-day. I think BNB had that too. Short from 31.2K, man. You've been short for months, man. You've been short for a long time. How's BNB fallen? Okay, fallen down a bit. What is this down from its all-time high? So all-time high was, oof, 69% down. So yeah. Just want to make a, okay. Look at that area. Yeah, I mean, not seeing too many signs of reversal. I almost want to kind of add to this. And then we do have the technical target was, I mean, where was the technical target was down here? Okay. Yeah, I almost want to be more greedy with that, but yeah. Probably some type of bounce here, I would guess. If we look at like our 16, yeah, in an hour or two, maybe that's the time for the scalp long or whatever. We'll see though. We'll see. So, like I said, we are all, everything kind of nullified, that whole jump, gone. That whole thing. And traditional markets bearish too. And guys, if you guys are experienced traders, if you guys are interested in trading, check out FAIRDESK down below. We're doing a one person who signs with my link down below and deposits any amount and trades every week will win a $100 trading bonus. Turn that light on. Probably look a little dark here. We're win a $100 trading bonus, so check that out. Also, MEXC, same thing, but you have to deposit $100 with MEXC to do it, and you could get, I think it's a $200 trading bonus. That one ends September 4th, but we might be able to get you guys another one there. FAIRDESK is also really good. I think today is the last day to do their bonus with their NFT thing, so check out my link below for that. Appreciate you guys. Smash the likes too. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I did here. I mean, I still got 10 ETH in this, so 16K short. So I mean, it's a sizable amount. Just curious, is this starting to finally, like, it's weird how it's, should have went short on Bitcoin. You may get a, no, not a blood down, but you may get something, a red dot on the weekly pretty soon. So it's BNB. Take a look-see at silver. Down slightly on the day. Not a cause for concern there. Take a look at our buddy PayPal. Green hiking on the weekly still. This is actually, okay, it's down slightly today, but still. Fighting back with PayPal. We're fighting back. DXY, is that fighting bad? She's fighting bad. DXY is fighting back. Good, cool. That monthly is going to confirm green on the DXY and can confirm red on Bitcoin. So what does that tell you? Probably the DXY could come up back to 110 in the coming months, towards the end of the year, early next year. That could be a potential top for the DXY, that 110. So that's what we got to keep in mind there. So yeah. You guys hear the hertz, the 580, 528 hertz or whatever? Say that's supposed to be the best frequency. Yeah. People are dumping. I mean, just look at this volatility. I mean, this from the top there, Okay, 7% down. What was ETH? What was ETH? Was ETH a little less, a little more? 5%. Wow. Oh, we're hitting our big point. We're hitting it. We're hitting it. What? Oh, I got 2 of these open. Okay. So all these yellow X's and yeah, we're hitting it. And this is an important point because if you lose this area, I believe this should give us some type of reaction. And I do believe that 15-second money flow crossover. Shout out to Nightshade for showing me this. Could give you what you need for the scalp. But if we lose this area and you're bouncing around here, that's not a good sign. Generally not a good sign. And that would generally, you know, if we do look at here, that could be the catalyst to bring us back to 24. That could be the catalyst to bring in September. Could be down to 24. People have talked about 23. Oh my golly. Some big dumps here. Slightly below it. Okay. See if we could jump a little bit here. Appreciate you, Chris. DJing for so many years. Guys, if you're new, always appreciate the likes. Subscribe to the channel. If you're experienced traders, you want to trade, check out the links down below, especially FAIRDESK, $100 bonus to one person every week who deposits any amount with my link and does one futures trade. You got run futures trade. You got some really good odds. FAIRDESK is great as well. Yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, if we're losing, well, I mean, this was the point we weren't supposed to lose, 26.2. Things are already starting to get ugly. I mean, obviously you got the psychological 26K area. I feel like this guy's got a, oh, golly, we're about to hit the, did we hit the next? Yeah, I'm supposed to take more profits here, actually. I think we hit it. Did we hit it? No. What did I have? Hold on. I didn't, oh yeah. We did hit it. I'm going to take a little bit more profits. I'll do 25% here because I don't know what could happen. Let's make that like an even. I want to make an even $1,000 on this. I'll do another 25. Yeah, do an even 1,000. I want to just mark it out of that one out. That could be it. I mean, $1,000. I'll take it. Then we can add to this risk-free potentially. This is a big point you're hitting, guys. I mean, and you're having a reaction off of this point with a lot of yellow X's. So this is what could potentially bring you back to life a little bit. Especially if we could break back above, 26.3. So yeah, I'm curious about Bitcoin dominance through all of this. I'm curious about traditional markets as well a little bit. Okay, so all traditional markets are red except for the NASDAQ. That's flat. And let's look at Bitcoin dominance a little bit here. Bitcoin dominance, not doing much, slightly down. Interesting, interesting. Was thinking this would come up a bit. Let's look at, oh, appreciate you, man. What's a good price or time to start DCAing into ETH? Shout out to Burton Stone for the $10. Appreciate you. Appreciate the super chat. Let's get to that. So, good time to start DCAing into ETH. So there's a couple things we want to look at here. Number one, I mean, now is not a terrible time. That's what I'm going to say. Now is not a bad time because based on this strategy here, I'll do a full thing. Just based on this strategy here, you're in the red. So if we look at this here, this area was in the red on the 2 week from here to here. So if it's like this, which it might be, and I think it probably will be kind of similar here going into probably end of March. So starting now and going into end of March. Now you have the red X here on the 2 week. If it's like this, you're coming down farther. Probably coming down to at least 1,200 if it's like that one. Most of these work. If it's like this one, which is similar in this area, you're coming down even farther. This was, let's just time this, you know, see how this was. This was into December of this year. That would be into December. So that would be that area. But DCAing in now until kind of March is not a bad place, I would say. However, you know, it depends how much ETH you have. It depends, you know, what there's no way to know completely. You know, I would potentially wait maybe to see how this kind of plays out over kind of the next few weeks into September. Also, if we compare this to the NASDAQ after the .com bubble essentially bottomed out, you know, when this crossed into the red here. This was in October when it might, so towards the end of the year. But, you know, I'm waiting a little bit. So the things I'm kind of waiting for here, when to start DCAing into ETH. If you're DCAing it now into March, I think that's going to be fine. I think that's most likely going to be fine. If you're trying to get a little bit of a better entry where we bottom out against Bitcoin, I would wait until we get down here, potentially a few more weeks into September is where I'm kind of looking at. Also, another thing that could be, you know, good to look at here is Bitcoin dominance coming up to the mid kind of 50s, which could be, you know, that maybe it'll take longer than that, but ultimately it depends. I'm still waiting a little bit because I think we could get down a little bit farther here. You know, maybe my DCA may start in October, November, December, and then 3 more months. So 6-month DCA period, October to end of March pre-happening. 6-month DCA period may be the best place. In the grand scheme of things, if you start now, I would probably start slow. Not financial advice though, obviously. I would start slow. I'd be patient with it because things could go lower. You know, this could be, I mean, 1600 down to 800 for a long DCA. Not a terrible, you know, not a terrible place. You know, if you're DCAing now, you end up at 800. Make sure you're still DCAing when it does happen. But yeah, I hope that kind of answers your question, Burden. Let me know if you have any other kind of questions about that. But the other thing, the last thing I'll show you in regard to that a little bit here is going to be total 2, because total 2 is everything except Bitcoin. So total 2, if we look at total 2 here, and this could be, actually there was another thing I wanted to show you on so total 2, Blood Diamond, this playing out, potentially the next kind of green Heiken-Ashi, whenever that may be. That could be October around there. That could be, you know, we're kind of guessing bottoms here, but yeah. And also, you know, ETH versus Bitcoin, 2-week red as well. What we could potentially be waiting for is the next red kind of Heiken-Ashi, September last time. It could be, if we dump down quickly, it could be September this time as well. So we got to pay attention to. What's up, Dread Mining? So yeah, shout out to Burnstone. Thanks again for a super chat. Hope that answered your question. Oops. We've done pretty well over the last 3 months. Done pretty well. There's a lot of big increases, good returns, you know, 20-30%. There's been some, like, you know, 1 month, I mean, if you factor in kind of the dump down that we saw, you know, this month, it's been a good month. July was kind of boring, but it's been a very good month in terms of almost doubling, you know, a couple accounts. End of September, yeah, seems like a consistently pretty good time to get in. Yeah, end of September, I think. You know, I always like to DCA. I think if you were to DCA into ETH, you know, starting now or starting, you know, in September, maybe starting tomorrow, who knows, maybe we crash down to, I would like to see this come down. I'd like to see it bleed a little bit more against Bitcoin, you know what I mean? What's my thoughts on a potential liquidity? Why perhaps a possible wick sub 26K and pubs? AJ clutches. Anything is possible, man, but I don't think you're going to come back to 31K anytime soon. I could be wrong, but I don't have a crystal ball. I wish I did. But I think most likely you will break down to 24 or 23 into the end of September, the way I'm seeing it. You potentially could, you know, let me just look at logarithmic. 23 is going to be a big place based on the spiral line. I think 23 into the end of September, 23, 24 could be pretty significant. If we do, you know, something of kind of this nature down, that potential pocket there. That, if we could get down to these, especially if we could, Burdenstone, if we could get down to like 23 in towards the end of September, that's going to be a good place to DCA ETH, because ETH is probably going to be at 13, 1200. I think it'll finally bleed more Yeah, so that's ultimately what we're looking at there. Zooming out here on ETH, I mean, obviously, end of September was here, not the best place, but not the worst place. You know what I mean? 178 ETH, pretty good. You know, it's still a 10x from where we are now, but yeah. So yeah, for DCAing into alts, I think the 55%, you know, Bitcoin dominance range is going to be big. I think that ultimately, let's look at total 3 because total 3 is alts. You know, this is the main altcoin market. Next kind of 2-week, you know, Heiken Ashy turning green, I think is going to be a good point. This one would have been December, kind of that was choppy there. Money flow coming up here. I would want to see some money flow coming up too with a bullish div. So okay, it may not be until November. It could be a little later, but you know that it depends. You know, because if you start in November, everything kind of ends where your DCA would probably end in March. So if you start in November, 5 months to March, 5-month DCA period, if you want to put $5,000 in, 1,000 into alts every month would make sense. Good accumulation zone. I would probably want to have at least a 5 to 6 month accumulation zone, I would say. So it's essentially the same time as ETH. Maybe this bull div on the weekly could be what we're looking at too. Alts, if we're going to look at an individual standpoint, you know, of when to, let's get a chart with more data here, of when to DCA in, that 2-week money flow coming up, potentially the next green dot or the one after, it may not be until November, man, because if you looked at, well, I mean, it's not bad. I don't think it's the worst to DCA in right now, but I mean, in terms of like bottoms, it's probably, it may not be until November or maybe even later. So yeah, I would say, you know, September to March is the main kind of area, but to get more precise with it, maybe November, December, that kind of area, or October, November to start. It's a tough call, man. It's a tough call because, like, you know, if you DCA it in now, 26 cents, not terrible, but it would be probably better to start DCAing in when we're at, you know, 17 cents, you know what I mean, or 20 cents, or once we make a new low, potentially. The low is 22 cents so far. And if we look here, that's a nice jump off of that pocket, yeah. That's a nice jump, yeah. This could be, that was the, probably, I mean, the thing here too is like, yeah, this is kind of textbook, like, potential. You know, you got your reverse head and shoulders. You could do something like this, and then, you know, where should you say your stop loss? I mean, I would be kind of here. It could be a little bit risky. I mean, it could be a little bit risky. I'd probably go under here for a stop loss. That's a pretty good risk-reward ratio. And you may be waiting a little bit. I mean, you got your 15-second money flow crossover. You got money flow coming up on the 1 minute. I'm probably going to pass on this, but yeah. Oh, man. ICP. I warned you guys about ICP. It looks kind of like that rounding top, man. I don't know. This doesn't look that great, man. It looks like you could come down to $2 here. You know, this thing has just always gone down. You know, we've never seen this really go up ever. You know, potentially down. Once you go down 99%, it's usually over too. I don't want to say this could go to 0, but it might. Yeah. This could go lower, man. A lot of these alts can go lower. I was curious about like Atom, how that's doing in this, you know. $7. I mean, I don't, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that $7 or $6.90 is a bad place to get into Atom. But you got to be prepared, guys. These can go lower. These could go down another 40-50% from where they are right now. You know, I don't think it's going to go down that low to $3, but I think this is going to be more of a prime spot, you know, $5 or something. ETH Classic. I mean, there's no development on that, so it's kind of by definition a dead project. But let's take a look here. Double yellow X's. Yeah, I don't think this will ever do anything again. Curious about Bitcoin, this brother of this, Bitcoin Cash. Um, yeah, that doesn't look too promising. A little jump over there. Yeah. Curious about the memes. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Trigger waves, that, Let's see here. So, if we lose that area, it's almost like with the rumor of like Twitter doing stuff with this. If we lose and it just dumps down to freaking 1 or 2 cents. Jeez. What's up, Nightshade? What's up, man? Solana. All right, we could look at Solana. Blood Diamond on the 2 week right there. So Blood Diamond on the 2 week. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. $19. Blood Diamond, Trigger Wave, not looking good there either. I mean, common sense would tell you we'll see probably something of this nature again. If you do that like there, back to $13, I think that's probably a done deal. Obviously, nothing's ever 100% though, but this looks bad by all means. I think you would come back to $13 on the low end. I mean, I think it's going to follow what most altcoins follow, which could be another 40-50% down. 40, 12, $13, 50 would be $10. That could have been the bottom here, but we have to see. It really, for altcoins, like the DCA period looks like it may start from October, November, December. That's a 6-month period. If you start in October and go to March, that's the Burdenstone, if you're still around, that's the real 6-month period, I think, right now. It could change a little bit, but right now I do think that's the best 6-month period. Let's look at Matic. Let's see here. Blood Diamond there in the 3-hour. So I think Matic is probably like a lot of other altcoins. You could go down another 40-50% here. Maybe just 30-something, actually. 30-something cents, maybe. So in the grand scheme of things, 56 cents. I don't think it's a terrible place to buy Matic. But I do think you can go lower. ENS, oh man, I think I know what that's the, yeah, that's the one that they got airdropped and made a lot off of, a lot of people. I couldn't tell you. I think this may go to 0, but I don't know much about it, man. Link. What's up, Nightshade? Link. Oh, man, that's still Snoozeville. I think we need we just need that last kind of capitulation that may happen within the next few months here. You get down to these low, areas, and then you're kind of golden. 40-50% down, maybe 60% down for this. This has done nothing in decades. In over a year, it's done nothing, which is pretty wild. I don't know why. I don't know how you could be so boring. Blood Diamond on the 2-week. Yeah, give it a month, see how that plays out, and then I think October is your place to start DCAing in. Wait till that plays out. We go down from that, or whatever happens from that, and then DCA. I think that's probably the best thing. Oh man, should you swap your alts to Bitcoin? At this point, man, I almost think it's almost too late at this point. It depends what alts you have. I mean, if it's all garbage and stuff that's going to go to 0, then probably. But yeah, that's at this point, you're at that like later. You're already in September. I don't even think that. I mean, ETH bottomed against Bitcoin in September of 2019, so there's that. I mean, so at this point, I don't know. Monthly's about to close. Yep. QNT. Let's look at it. Yeah, I mean, this ultimately, I think you could continue downward. I mean, the monthly green hike and ashy is what we want to look at here. to potentially get. I mean, you got the green dot. This could go down to $50 or something. I don't know though. It's holding 100 pretty good, which is a good sign, but I don't know. I feel like it's a trap. HNT, they were doing something with Sol, right? Oh, it's like an it's newly listed on Coin. That's interesting. Yeah. Bubble pop pattern thing. I don't know, man. There's not enough data here. Yeah, they did. I can't speak on this. I don't know. Thule. Oh, okay. More data here. It looks like you would continue that pattern, potentially make a lower low. You could go down, yeah, 80 cents potentially. I don't know though. You have AVAX, Link. What's up, AZTV? We need the, yeah, I think that's going to happen within the next month or two. By the end of the year, AZTV, where we really see full capitulation here. AVAX. Man, oh, you're losing $10. You're losing $10. Ooh. Are you making a lower low? Yeah, I think you... No, not yet. Almost, though. You made a lower low there. You may make a lower low relatively soon here. Yeah, there's some good fundamentals with Chainlink. 20 cents on Phantom. It could go to 10. I mean, maybe it could go to, yeah, maybe 5 cents. I don't know. We'll keep our eye on it. I mean, I think ultimately what may mark the bottom for a lot of these is like a 2-week bull div, but that may not happen until January or something. Caspa. Oh man, oh man. Let's take a look at Caspa. Okay, so essentially a bear div on the 2-week without even looking at it. Yeah, like I've been saying, guys, probably more downside. If I entered a scalp long, yeah, so let's look at that. I mean, I was showing you guys, I don't think I'm gonna enter it, but kind of, yeah, here we go. Now you're jumping back up, yeah. That area, I would do a stop loss there, and then, I mean, your risk reward ratio is probably bad. Not terrible. Second target up there. You'd probably want to see these wicks. That's where you'd want to lock in profits. This could work. That could work. And I think it might, especially on that 1 minute. Let's get the 30. Yeah, 30-second looks good. 15, yeah. Yeah, I think you got a good shot at this. Let's post this in the Discord. By the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, check out the Discord. It's awesome. Me and 3 other analysts post a lot of amazing stuff in there, so check it out. DCAs is some solid alts. You know, I mean, I think the main first period to start DCing into alts would probably be September, but I may wait till October. I mean, maybe you could start ETH in September. Let's see what happens before the month closes. So let's see what happens before this month closes first. I mean, you're probably going to get more of a jump off of here and come back up to 6666. 1666. Well, the short was printing. Now it's kind of done printing because we took profits. You're a little late to the game, Mr. Hart. Shout out to Mr. Hart. I'm not doing anything. I think it's a good long setup to scalp long setup. I think we could get a jump off of here. I mean, textbook kind of reverse head and shoulders. I think you could get up to 26.5 potentially. You know, I like how some of these really low time frames look. I mean, this is kind of volume area low. You know, buyers are defending that area. you know, I'm not taking it. I'm just happy with my $1,000 here. Long XRP, yeah, cool. Man, XRP down a bit. This is like the weirdest crypto. I don't know why I have that there. Hmm. $3 to $9. Are you serious for XRP? I mean, what news could happen to bring it to $3? I mean, I respect the opinion. Anything could happen, but what could you elaborate on like why you think it could go that high? Unless I'm misunderstanding this. I'm just trying to think like what could possibly bring XRP that high. Yeah. But I mean, macro is just so bearish on so much of this stuff, you know? It's just so, like when we look at the 3-week kind of trigger wave there, just like that, yeah. By the way, guys, if you guys are interested in trading, check out FAIRDESK, FAIRDESK down below as well. In MEXC, all great exchanges. I got all really good promos that end pretty soon and immediately for you guys. Well, the FAIRDESK one does end with the NFT. I believe today is the last day, or it might have already just ended or whatever. We're going to find out who wins the ETH, the 10 ETH you could win. I think you can still get the NFT. Check it out. But FAIRDESK, you can, anyone who signs with my link and deposits any amount in trades will get a $100, be entered to win a $100 trading bonus. It's at one person every week who signs with my link and does it will get it. So it's really good odds. It's not like you got some really good odds. I'll say that. You know, a lot of people that I talked to have told me they want it, so it's legit. Same thing kind of for MEXC, except the MEXC one you do have to deposit $100. We did have a winner with that last week. Actually, 2 winners, I believe. So yeah. So check both of those out. The MEXC one ends on the 4th, but we might be able to extend it. So check that out. So yeah, funding rates still positive. Let's look at crypto funding rates. Still a bit positive. Well, okay, kind of for ETH, you know, very sideways here. So not really. Yeah, just I feel like that would just indicate that we'll be kind of range bound more. I don't know if that really tells us anything. But that potential long setup seems like, yeah, because if we could come out of this area and jump a bit higher, then you're at that technical target, 26.5 almost. I think you could almost get up to 26.5 within, I don't know, a few minutes, half hour. FAIRDESK is fine for US. I don't even know if you need a VPN. I wasn't even using one on there, the latest, but it's always safer with one. I don't believe any of the exchanges down below you need one. Maybe MEXC now, sometimes they'll, but it's always safer with one. So yeah, FAIRDESK you definitely don't need one still. FAIRDESK you definitely don't need one. So yeah, that's a pretty good exchange. They just got listed on CoinMarketCap, so they're good. I've never had a problem with FAIRDESK. So yeah, check it out. Also the Discord, obviously, you know, great community. We've helped out a lot of people in there. A lot of people really liked it. So yeah, MEXC isn't necessary. So yeah, I don't think you need one for MEXC. Let me look at the. Okay, yeah, that's that same area we've been playing around with on the DXY. How are the tickers on? Just want to look at the tickers again. Okay, up slightly more. Interesting. Dow is down. Let's say the Dow. I feel like the Dow's been bleeding. Not exactly. Man, it's a slow mover. And you got that drop, and then came up a bit there. Been golfing? No, I should be though. I should be. I should be golfing more. No, I should be, man. Gotta get clubs, actually. My clubs are in Connecticut. Gotta get another set for down here. Get below 1730, yeah. Well, if we look here, I mean, that's the thing. Like this zone, that's the 16. I mean, it's kind of, you're still almost in a, I mean, we hit our technical target, so we hit the technical target perfectly out of that breakout. I mean, you're still in this kind of, I don't know what you want to, ascending wedge. Yeah, you're in an ascending wedge here. I mean, if you break down from that, let's see, where would that bring you to? I mean, 15 for back down to that low, potentially, 15. And then after, you have another weird technical target, like down here, 12. You know, I think 12 is going to be the big point of, you know, hopefully where I want to wait to start DCAing in, another 20% down or so. So, yeah. Yeah, golf kind of does. Yeah, don't be like Phil Mickelson when he gave away the, he almost won the freaking thing. What's up? What's up, Akul? Hmm. We're almost, are we almost to that? Yeah, it may take a little bit. I think we will get a little bit higher here. H bar, let's take a look. Yeah, that kind of playing around that area. I'm concerned about this trigger wave right here. I do think that you wanna, yeah, it could go down a bit lower into later this year. But on the bright side, that's only like, yeah, it's only down another like 40%. I think it's only gonna be another 40, 50% for a lot of these potentially. Could be wrong. Two favorite exchanges for like what, leverage trading or buying or right now probably FAIRDESK and FAIRDESK I would say. MEXC is good. I mean, it's not really, they all have their pros and cons kind of. I kind of like the interface of FAIRDESK the best historically. I mean, I've used them the most over the years, I think. So yeah. Yeah, we basically retraced the ETF pump. What goes up must come back down. Rolled over, rolled over, rolled over. So, yeah, that was that. You know, let's just see how we looked at silver. That's, you know, still showing general strength with the weekly trigger wave money flow crossover. Oil still showing general strength. Yeah, that's kind of showing some, yeah. I think I heard somebody say the other day in terms of like oil pumps into the recession, then once you enter the recession, it dumps. You typically, Cowan was saying that in his Q&A this morning. I don't know. I'm not an oil expert, but yeah, I could keep going a bit more here. I kind of like, you know, to compare this to, you know, like what do you want to buy here? This or silver? Let's see. You know, I mean, it's up a lot against, so this is like against the dollar really, but yeah. I don't know, I think silver could generally outperform it, especially into the recession. What's up, Alexander? Welcome. Appreciate you, man. Check out the Discord too if you're interested. Always appreciate the likes, all that. Appreciate you, man. Always good to see new people. And if you guys have any question, are we going under 25K by the weekend? That's hard to, yeah, it's the $1 million question, man. If we do kind of break, especially if we break down from, where was it? You know, this wedge down here, back to 15. I don't think, I think it may take a little bit longer. The weekend is, yeah, let's go under 25K. I could be wrong, but my guess is you would see more choppiness. You probably will see potentially a bit more relief off of this area, but obviously anything could happen. It's probably going to be a bit choppy, and then, yeah. ETH monthly is hitting, okay. Oh, okay, that's new, Nightshade. That's a very new development then. Well, wait a second. Yeah, that's not on. Wait, ETH monthly is pretty well diamond. Not on Hyken, man. It's a red X. Oh, hold up. I know what. Yeah, because it's hold up. Yeah, okay. It's different on. Well, no, there's some exchange where it's different. I feel on Kraken. I think it's different. Hold on. There's one exchange. I think that's it's either Coin or Binance or Kraken or whatever. No, it's actually not. And the Bybit chart, well, Bybit chart's not bad. Where, let's see. Not enough data. ETH. Maybe on Binance. No, but it could be. It could be on Binance because it's different. Yeah, this is interesting how it's, yeah. But what, Gemini? No, look, I mean, it's not good. We know that. Bottom line, like, not good. ETH. Let's just ETH Bybit, maybe. Maybe that'll help us. Yeah. ETH USD perpetual and Bybit. Okay. Is it this? Oh, okay. Oh, that's the only. Okay, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. Interesting how it's a little bit different. It's gonna confirm in 6 hours. Yeah. Not looking too bueno. Okay. It could be that, Ellen. It could be, what's up, Ellen? It could be the wakey. It could be up when September ends. Wake me up when September ends, especially for alts. Looks like we're gonna jump up a bit higher here. I almost want to take this. I almost want to take this trade. It's a little long trade. Let's do a little bit. Let's do something. We gotta do something for the stream. We gotta do a long kind of scalp or something. We gotta do something. It could be a loser, but you know, you gotta try something here. We'll do something like that. Yeah. Enter probably. Yeah, you can enter now. That's a four. Yeah, we could go wild with this. Let's try something here. I'm just gonna mark it in. It's always, I'm done with freaking 100x. We'll buy 10 Bitcoin. We'll mark it into this. Nothing too crazy. And then our stop loss is going to be at 26,238. Let's do 1,300. It's a little bit more than I wanted to risk, actually. 26,493. Let's do. Let's actually, yeah, let's make this safer. 26,472. And then close that long. Yeah. I think we got a good shot at it. Not a bad risk reward ratio. This time we're going to be ready. Yep, most likely. Yeah, the risk calculators, I'm too lazy to use it right now, but yes, it is a part of Market Cipher. It's, I think, marketcipher.com/risk-calculator. Scared money, don't make no money yet. That's actually from Wiz Khalifa originally. Elevated by Wiz Khalifa, I believe. What's up, DCF? XVG. XVG, let's take a look. Never heard of this. Never heard of this. Verge. Looking great. It's going to 1 million, guys. It's going to 1 million. Nah. I don't know. I think it's heading back down. No comment. This one people are thinking is going to dump, I think, right? Yeah. Not a surprise there. Joe pumping on Binance. Adopted by CF. Yeah. Well, now the trade is down a little bit, so we'll have to see here. I think we'll be all right. Hopefully. Is BNB dumping? I was looking at that. Yeah, with everything else it's been. XPRT. Yeah, some of these are complete garbage, guys. XP. Oh, that one. Okay. Well, I don't want to call this garbage. I don't know. It's hard to say, man. Persistence. I don't know the market cap. Oh, I do know the market cap. It's 30 million. I don't know. I think a lot of the alts that will survive could go down another 40 to 50%. Ones that die could go down to 0. But yeah. And by the way, guys, if you're new, always check out the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, okay. It's not that bad. Man. 100x leverage. I mean, what do you expect? Take out the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. Really good community of traders there. This scalp was not really an official trade, so keep that in mind if it does get stopped out, but still, I think it's got a good shot. Whenever I enter a trade, usually live on stream, it doesn't go as well as I would hope a lot of the times, but yeah. Kind of part of the game. I mean, you do know a lot of people are probably going along. I mean, you have time to decide. I mean, it's not like, you know. Trigger wave in the 30-second. Maybe that'll save us. But yeah. Cyber. What else is moving? Is anything really Let's keep an eye on AVAX. That's like losing such a big level. You know? Oh, okay. Is it back above? Bounce off a 10. Maybe this is where, yeah. Because this could almost be a scalp, kind of. Yeah. I think we'll be okay for the scalp long. We just got to be patient with it. Cyber. Looks like it's gonna go down, man. This is too new. There's just so many of these, man. Just so many of these. We need this, yeah, this trigger wave on the minute. I'll stay on probably another half hour or so. Yeah, Sol too, Alan. I mean, Sol I think could go down another 40-50%, but we'll see. Crypto Klein. So Market Cipher. I do have a course that's pretty good for it, with a lot of good stuff there. Jason Casper has a pretty good course for it. There are a lot of, if you watch us do a lot of analysis, you can learn over time. It takes a minute, it takes some time, but you get a hang of it. I do have a discount code for my course right now, 20% off down below. What a long Bitcoin. Trying to get the scalp in, man, but I feel like this is gonna bite me in the butt a little bit here. Maybe not. I think we'll be okay. Got trapped. This wasn't really an official trade, but I do think he got a good shot. Especially, I probably should have waited till that minute. Now we're getting the minute. Yeah, that's what we want here. Because if you do, look, not that, but here, that's what we see, like that. I don't, yeah. That's what we want. And then you jump up a little, making higher lows. Higher lows, that's what we want. It's a higher low. $1.50, if still gonna hit $1.50. I don't think it's gonna hit $1.50. That'd be wild. Most likely we should be able to keep these general areas for some time. I think we could continue higher with Bitcoin and ETH here. Come on. Freaking ETH is I can't believe ETH is still, like, ETH has shown so much strength, you know what I mean? There's just so many people into ETH. Yeah, just nothing bearish, really. I mean, it is bearish. Like, it has been bleeding. It's all lower highs, but it's just taking forever to really do anything significant. Yeah, the main bearish case is this money flow is getting, yeah. Because you could also see what happens a lot, yeah. So it'll come down, stop me out, come down to here, maybe even make a lower low, and then you could potentially see a little bit more. But it's kind of just that dump stage, so, yeah. We were looking for that money flow crossover on the 1 minute here. I mean, I think you would jump up a bit more, potentially, especially with the 10. AVAX holding 10. But it's thin ice, man. It's thin ice here. Yeah, I put this in a little bit too big. Thought we'd come up. Yeah, so it's market cipher B. Yeah. I mean, it was basic traditional TA2 for this. I mean, it's a head and shoulders break up, but couldn't exactly break up, at least not yet. And then what we were looking at was the minute money flow and the potential trigger wave that we had. I mean, entered this a few minutes ago, so yeah. Usually whenever I enter anything on live, it usually always gets stopped out, usually. That's what it's like, because there's people watching. I mean, I feel like they just see what you're doing and they're like, nope. But it could easily win. I mean, you always want to kind of win on the live streams, but we won this one. This was on, I mean, I didn't really give this out as a signal. This was just kind of for fun. Let's see if we could react again off of this level. Might be okay. Five second. That's the 1 second, man. 1 second. 1 second's looking good. That's the thing here is like from this kind of there to there, you would hope for a little bit more, you know what I mean? Based on that, you would have hoped for, you almost got there though, but yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens. A little bit of relief right here. Trigger wave on the 1 minute, maybe. Double bottom type thing. Still is a higher low. Still is a higher low. Not too many people are going along, really. $10 looking good. AVAX. AVAX has got a shot. Man, that's volatile. 4LXs jump up. Maybe a little bit more AVAX. Maybe not. Maybe this is where we lose it all. I've looked at order books a little bit. It's not really my thing. I always kind of forget it sometimes, but forget like how to interpret them sometimes. Wow, that's volatile. So yeah. And we could just break above this kind of area. You see from here to here, if we could break above this, then you're golden. Then you're back up to 26,480, which I think is a good point. But if you break below that, then it's kind of, yeah, I mean, you're back to double bottom. So that's kind of the rounding top. So you're probably I'm probably gonna lose like $1,700 here. So really a losing kind of thing overall, but yeah. Unless we could bounce a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of rolling over potentially in the 3 minute. It's risky business. I feel like any type of, in this environment, any type of long. Was hoping for the scalp. I mean, sometimes they work, but the market knows. The market knows, man. I mean, it still has a higher low. Usually the big move happens and you're just waiting, you know. You're just ruining your eyes, just staring at it and kind of waiting. But yeah. Gala. Double bottom type thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like a lot of these other ones, I think it could go lower. Another 40, 50% down potentially. And by the way, guys, if you do want to trade, if you're an experienced trader, FAIRDESK, with my link down below, deposit any amount and do a trade. And you got a good shot of getting a $100 trading bonus. We give away to one person who signs with my link every week and deposits and does one futures trade. You could deposit any amount to be eligible. Get a $100 trading bonus. Check that out. Also, same thing with FAIRDESK, or no, excuse me, same thing with MEXC down below. You do have to deposit at least, I think it's $100, and then you could get a $200 trading bonus, or it could be the other way around. That ends on the 4th, so check that out. That's to 2 people every week, I think. And yeah, and by the way, guys, if you deposit to any of the 3 exchanges down below, if you deposit at least $100, sign up with my link, deposit at least $100, I'll give you 1 free month in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. Just open a ticket and input your UID in after you deposit the $100. So yeah, I'll extend that promo for another week. Let's see if we can hold these areas. This is going to be huge. If we could hold the high or low here, that's going to be pretty big. I mean, the minute's looking good. Okay, we got what we need. Bull div on the minute. Fingers crossed. Money flow looking a little bit better on the 2. If we get that 2-minute bull div, or probably not, but yeah. Kind of looks like it'll retest this though, but maybe we can make the higher low, maybe. Kind of wanted us to come up a little bit. What I wanted to look at was to the for altcoins to bottom against Bitcoin. I feel like Green, Hike, and Ashy on the monthly. They've been doing, Sol3 has been doing a little bit better against, which is interesting. I mean, it doesn't seem like it because everything's freaking making lower lows and stuff, but yeah. Now the 2-minute. So, man, this is slow. See if we'll lose that area. Man. A little slow here. The anxiety. That's what you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be a disciplined, very calm trader, very robotic. It's the best way to be, very robotic. Okay, we're doing something. We get that. That curvature is pretty good in the 2. 30-second, not bad. 15-second, not bad. Not bad. Although it is the 15-second, so. Let's see here. Red dot printed on the 5-minute. Bitcoin dominance. I think it'll eventually, as soon as we lose probably 25K or whatever, it'll eventually start to really spike up. That's my guess. It's holding on. I mean, it's the same. It's what we need, those like altcoin bag holders to kind of give up, which could take a minute. But I think you'll see that probably within the month. I don't know. I gotta check out what Crypto Face has been doing. In bull div on the 1 hour. That's pretty good, Chris. Hopefully that'll bring us up a little bit. How about Rune? So, let's see. My Bitcoin stop is below liquidation. Oh, jeez. What? How did it let me do that? Oh, jeez, that's not good. Well, it's pretty close. Okay, I did too high of leverage. I did too high of leverage. But that's still a decent stop right there. It's only a few dollars off, so yeah. That's just, yeah, me. I was doing it lazily. I didn't use a risk calculator or anything. I was doing it too lazily on the stream, just for fun, kind of. But it looks like we'll be okay. Hard to say. Yeah. Alligator skin. What's up, Matt Miller? Like Mac Miller, but Matt Miller. I see that money flow start to curve up in the 3-minute. Looks like it is. It's a good sign. Things are stronger. I was getting worried a little bit. Things are stronger now. 5-minute could give us a bull div. Things are looking better. Thank God. I was getting a little worried there. Getting a little bit worried. But I think we're going to be... now we're coming back down. Never mind. It probably will. Most of the time when you trade on live streams and enter them, especially scalps, the market will find a way to yeah. But I mean, I'm already so down so much. Like, why would you know? Yeah. People getting feisty. I think we'll be all right. I don't know though. I have no idea. I like the 2. Confirmed now. Now you got maybe a 3. 3 was confirmed. The 4 minute. I like the 4 trigger wave. 3 minutes to confirm. We'll see what happens. Stocks close flat, yeah. We'll see if September proves to be the typical September. How are polls doing in terms of like what candidates will most likely... So you guys could what? Oh, this is interesting. So Trump 53, DeSantis 13. Yeah, I think Trump has it in the bag. A lot of people thought Trump wouldn't get the nomination. Looks like he's going to. Well, there are months away, but yeah. So an 8-footer last night, real close by the lake nearby. I think one about, oh, Jesus. Yeah. Oh, it is a full moon. Yeah, the full moon's done, I think. Didn't we pump on the full moon? Let's take a look at that, actually. That's a good question. Let's take a look at the moon. Yeah, okay. It is today, I guess, yeah. So that means we're in a pump. We're in a pump, guys. If full moon. Looking better now, especially in that 4. Five is already confirmed. 6. I got 5 on. 5-minute on Heiken Ashi is pretty good. I mean, it's not a bull div, but you get the point. Do I think real estate will crash? Depends where. It's hard. That's a hard one, man. I think it kind of follows more of the S&P 500, than it used to. I think it could come down a little bit, especially if the S&P 500 does. But we'll see. Very hard to say, man. I don't know. Don't know. We could just bounce above there and get to where we need to be. Bitcoin dominance potentially come up a bit more here. We're pumping, pumping. 3 and 5 bull div. I like it, I like it. By the way, guys, if you want to trade, check out the links down below. A lot of Grid Exchange promos right now. If you want the $100 bonus with FAIRDESK, you get some good odds. Deposit any amount and trade. It's only with my link. We give away to one person every week. In Aldo Empire Discord, as you guys are already being shilled to it, you can see it. Check that out. Link down below. 5 confirmed. Trying to see something. 30-minute money flow crossover. Oh, the 1 minute came in the green. Yeah, it seems like we're doing okay. Seems like we're gonna be okay. We'll see what happens. I mean, it was a little worrisome when we were down like $800, but yeah. A little sideways, a little choppy. Oh, we have, oh, we got the 30-minute wave thing. Yeah, I mean, maybe 20 more. Maybe we'll see an outcome in the next 20-something minutes here. Total 2 generally, yeah, that looks like it wants to fall over some more. This is kind of, yeah, for Bitcoin too. How is ETH like just doing so much better than Bitcoin? You know what I mean? This is just strange. This is just strange, man. Just want to look at, because the main comparison was like in terms of numbers, in terms of price, ETH was always like the NASDAQ after the .com bubble. You know, the high was around the same area. First low was around the same area, second low, you know what I mean? Slightly lower low. And then you eventually got up to, you know, 15K. Took a long time, but you eventually did it. So 3x from, that's wild too. From there, it's only really a 3. That is nuts. That's all it really was. Wow. But if you got in here, 10x. 10x over 20 years. You got compound interest on ETH though. Oh, so where the gains are, yeah. That is true. That is true. Five hours. Let's see. Hopefully we can break through this time. I like the 30. You know, 2 minute coming up with the money flow. Probably have some type of reaction here, but yeah. Money flow in a low time frame is pretty good, so 2 minutes what we're kind of looking for in terms of coming up higher with the money. 1 minute too, coming up higher with the money flow, and then hopefully get up to where we want to be. 26,470. Where's my first take profit on this? 472, yeah. We'll see. Bull run in real estate has just started. Wow. Wow. I hope you're right, man. I gotta buy. I gotta buy. Cool. Nobody knows. I mean, nobody freaking knows. Wish it was that easy. Wish it was. I mean, cool. What's going to do better in the next 5 years or next 2 years? Bitcoin or real estate? That's a question. Money flow now, really coming out. Yeah, kind of. But I mean, it's been coming out. Let's see if we can break above. I mean, that's the new channel. We just got to break above this new channel thingy. Making a new high here. We did it. Schedule the Forbes interview. Up $20. Up 40, 50, up 30. Up 30. I mean, this could be a bear kind of pennant thing, bear flag, and then you break downwards, so. Yeah, you're probably gonna be choppy for a little bit. Frickin' ETH. Man, I should have took the long on ETH. That would have hit the area I was looking at already. Oh. Just gotta break above these wicks. Wicks. That 2 minute, man. 2 minute. 2 minute and that 30. Bitcoin and real estate, interesting. Bitcoin, how about gold, silver? Now this is fearful because we're getting, yeah, that same freaking thing. Hopefully we pump through this. We need that 2 minutes to go into the green. That may not happen for a minute, though. Trigger wave in the 15-second. Come on. Rebecca done. I don't know if it's got the strength. I don't know. I mean, the 30 is not bad. I don't know if we're going to see what we want to see just yet, though. Tough call here. Because it's like you're trying to break upward. That's a thing that's just acting as resistance. Not too much else to really look at today. Now, very short term looks not so good. That was a jump. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up and get off. I don't know what I'm going to do here. We'll see what happens. It's definitely not the best kind of situation to be in. I mean, if I close both of these out, we'd be at a even kind of profit for the for kind of the day. I think that we got a decent shot, especially with the money flow here. You gapped RSI, but it's on the 2-minute. Doesn't mean not too much of a concern. True. We'll see. I think he got a shot, but we'll see. Not really a Bollinger Bands guy. Anyway, guys, check out the Discord. Me and 3 other analysts, really great community. Check it out. We provide a lot of really good trade setups and stuff there. Probably going to be doing a chat with you guys, with the members, voice chat pretty soon. So check it out down below if you're interested. If you want a free month in it, sign up to any of the exchanges down below, deposit at least $100 and open a support ticket and input your UID from the exchange. And I will get you sorted 1 free month in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. So yeah, I think it's a really good deal for what you get out of it. So anyway, guys, hope you had a hope you have a great afternoon. Stay safe out there. Be careful with the alts still, but I think we're getting close to the area to potentially start DCing in. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you guys for showing up. See you guys.